Today we are going to learn some helpful tools on how to use Finale so that we can get started on our project. So when you open up Finale, it'll look like this. And you want to go to Create New Music and click on Setup Wizard. Now it might take a minute to have the next screen pop up. Alright, here we are. So on the left here is a list of ensembles. There's some pre-made ensembles in here. Jazz band, brass quintet, woodwind choir, orchestra. That way it saves composers time and not have to input each instrument. But we're only using one instrument. So we're just going to leave it at Create New Ensemble. And over here you can pick, on the right, you could pick what kind of font you wanted in the music. So there's engraved style, there's handwritten, and there's different ones in band, which are band, handwritten, and cover page, and marching band. I personally either like engraved or handwritten. And then we leave all this down here the same. And we hit next. Now, on the left are instrument categories. So if you're looking for a male singer, you would go to chorus. And you could find soprano, alto, tenor, or baritone, or bass. And there's other kinds. If you're looking for a trumpet or trombone, you would go to brass. And there's all different kinds of brass instruments. Strings, if you're looking for violin, viola, would be in the first strings category. But if you're looking for guitar or electric guitar, banjo, that would all be in the plucked strings. There's also percussion and pitched percussion. Pitched percussion would be xylophone, marimba, and stuff like that. Regular percussion would be triangle and drums and gong and all that kind of stuff. So for the purpose of this, let's say we're going to go with saxophone. So when you go to woodwinds, you click in and it brings you, and there's soprano sax, alto sax, tenor sax, and baritone sax. So let's say we're going to go with baritone sax. And then you want to click add. Now, what if you change your mind and want a different instrument? Say now you want electric guitar. You go to pluck strings, electric guitar, add, but now you have two instruments in there. We have to get rid of one. So I changed my mind again. I want to stay with baritone sax. So you have to make sure that electric guitar is highlighted and you hit remove. And then once you see there's only one instrument over here on the right, you're ready to go. Then you hit next. Now we have to put in our information of the song title. So for our purposes here, we'll call it the Music Notation Project. And the subtitle, we don't really need one because it doesn't have a subtitle. Composer would be you. You're the arranger and the lyricist, but we're not going to have any of that in there right now, so we just need composer. Then we hit next. Alright, so we need to select a time signature up top. Now 4/4 is already selected, and that is actually what we're going to stick with. Right below that, we have key signature. You can choose between major or minor, but for this project we're going to keep it with major. Now if you drag this up, we get the sharp key signatures, and if you drag it down, you get the flat ones. So I'm going to do mine in B flat major, which is 2 flats. Now we don't need any tempo markings. We're going to leave that at 120 here, because we could change that as we go. If we want it slower, we can make it slower inside once it's already made. And number of measures, we don't need a pickup measure. So for number of measures, the project says it has to be between 12 and 16 measures. So let's go ahead and say 13 measures. And finish. Now don't worry if all of a sudden it comes up just as title, because that'll go away in a second. And as you can see here, it says the Music Notation Project. It's in baritone sax over here, 4/4. Now I know it doesn't say 2 flats there, but it put it in for each instrument. It might look different, so that's what it comes up as. And I'm the composer right over here. So stay tuned, and in the next one we will be looking at how to use Finale a little more.